Hi, my name is Jess. Welcome to my channel. So if you didn't know already, this is a Chandler Ainsley fan channel, so we're just going to be copying her again today. But on a serious note, Chandler created a choose your own adventure reading vlog a couple of weeks ago, and I just thought it was the coolest thing ever. She basically had 5 rounds where she read 2 different books, and at the end of each video, you would choose which book you think she would like better for the next round, and depending on which book you thought she would like better, you would click into the next video, and if you were right, you could keep going, but if you were wrong, you would have to go back to the beginning and start over again. So I'm basically going to be doing the same concept. I'm going to be doing 3 rounds, and each round is going to be themed. So the first round is going to be romance themed, the second round is going to be fantasy themed, and the third round is going to be thriller themed. So starting with this video, I'm going to read half of The Hating Game by Sally Thorne, and then half of Always Never Yours by Emily Wibberley and Austin Sigmund Broca. And between these two, after I read 50%, at the end screen you will pick whether you think I will like Always Never Yours better or whether you think I will like Hating Game better, and watch the end to see if you were correct and you picked the book that I actually liked better. If you're wrong, you will go back to the video for the other book in that round, but if you were right, you can continue on to the next round and pick between the 2 books of the next round that you think I'll like better. I don't know if that makes sense, but you'll get it at the end of the video. I promise. You'll understand. So as I mentioned in this first round, I'm going to be reading The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. This is an enemies to lovers office place romance following these 2 characters who are both assistants to the co-CEOs of their company. They work in the same office and they basically spend their time playing pranks on one another and overall just getting on each other's nerves. There are so many people in the BookTube community who absolutely love this book, so I'm very excited to check this one out and hopefully I'll love it. And then I'm also going to be reading Always Never Yours by Emily Wibberley and Austin Sigmund Broca. This is a YA romance and it follows the backdrop of Romeo and Juliet. They are performing Romeo and Juliet at their school play, and our main character, she wants to be a director, but she has to have an acting credit for the college she's trying to apply for, so she ends up actually getting the lead in the school play. She does not want the lead. She's not very happy about it. She kind of sees herself as the Rosalind character in Romeo and Juliet. All of her previous relationships have ended because the boy she was dating ended up meeting the one that he was meant to be with, so she is always a girl before they meet the love of their life, and she's okay with this. She's accepted it. She says it honestly helps her move on with her relationships faster, but I think that in this she's going to meet somebody who kind of changes her mind about her belief in true love and its possibility for her as a person. So I think this sounds really good as well. I'm very excited to read both of these and I can't wait to see which one I am more interested in. So right now I am 25% of the way into Always Never Yours by Emily Wibberley and Austin Sigmund Broca. I am really enjoying it so far. It's honestly really cute and I'm having a lot of fun reading it. I really like how Shakespeare is modernized and woven into this story, and there is parallels between the play they're performing and their real life. I always think that's kind of fun. My only complaints about this book so far is her best friend in the story is now dating her most recent ex-boyfriend, and they are like true love meant to be with each other, or at least according to her, but I'm getting the impression that he still kind of likes our main character, which I think is kind of weird, and just the fact that the best friend is so cool about dating her ex is kind of weird too. I'm not sure I like that. It's definitely an interesting dynamic, but I am interested to see where that goes. And then the other weird thing is that I think the guy that's supposed to be her potential love interest has a girlfriend, but it's like an Italian girlfriend, and nobody in the drama department believes she's real. It's kind of a running joke between them too that she's not real. I kind of am inclined to believe that she is real though, and that it's going to be some kind of conflict down the road. I don't really like cheating tropes, so if that's what happens in this, I'm not going to be very happy, so I'm a little wary of that, but overall I am really enjoying it. I really like our main character. She's definitely very fun and her opinions on life are very interesting, and she's definitely a unique main character, so I like reading about her and I'm very excited to see where this goes. So I am now halfway through Always Never Yours and I am still really liking it. I really enjoy the characters. The main character Megan is really interesting. She's kind of like boy crazy, dated a lot, had a lot of boyfriends, and this boy Owen that she meets through her school play, he's just been a really good friend to her so far, and he's kind of taught her to value herself more and see her own self-worth a little bit more, because being like a serial dater has kind of made her feel as if she's like not good enough, not deserving of love, and even in her friendships not deserving of being treated super well. We've already started to see her character growth and her relationship progression with Owen. The only thing I'm really not feeling is that Owen does have a girlfriend. She is long distance and in Italy, Italy and like all this stuff, and a lot of people in the drama club don't think she's real, but as far as what we've been told, she is real. Our main character Megan has never seen her. Owen really doesn't talk about her that much. I definitely think Owen is developing feelings for Megan, and I think Megan will get there with Owen very soon. So I don't like this aspect. Even if she's not real, I don't like this idea of cheating at all. There's themes of cheating in other aspects of the book as well. It's really just my biggest pet peeve. I hate cheating in real life and in books. It just is not something I enjoy reading about, no matter how it's explained away or justified in the end. I think it's never okay, and I never like reading about it. I'm not liking that that's part of this book so far, but as I said, overall I am enjoying it. I really like the writing style. Emily and Austin really make a very easy to read story, and I really like the writing. The characters are all interesting and unique and fun to read about, so I am having a good time reading / listening to it on audio, because that's kind of what I've been doing. But as of right now, this is not a 5-star book for me. My own personal predictions is that it's going to fall like in the 3 to 4 sort of range, depending on how the cheating stuff is handled. Maybe more towards the 4, just because I do really like the writing and the characters, and there's not like blatant cheating happening yet. I'm just apprehensive of how that's all gonna go down. So I'll update you again when I am 25% of the way through the hating game, and also when I'm 50% of the way through the hating game, and then at the end we can kind of decide which book I'm liking better, and then you can pick which one you think I'm going to ultimately like better, because honestly it's a toss-up. It could be either one. Who knows? Either way, I'm gonna go read the hating game, and I will keep you guys updated. So I'm sitting outside with Elvis. We're just having a good time enjoying the weather. It's like 85 degrees out here today. I hope that you can hear me and that the sound's not too bad. I know there's birds and wind and whatever, but I am now 25% through The Hating Game by Sally Thorne, and I'm obsessed. This is so freaking good. So our main character Lucy is kind of like fun and quirky. Her coworker Josh is very like straight edge, shirt buttoned all the way up kind of guy, and they just like really hate each other. They love to hate each other. They play pranks on each other and have all of these like games of one-upmanship, trying to one-up the other one, and it is just so fun. And there is definitely some unacknowledged sexual tension between them. Lucy goes on a date with another guy from the office, and Joshua is very obviously angry and jealous about this, but he obviously won't admit it. They like have a steamy elevator makeout scene. She's kind of freaked out by it because the way she sees it, he's just always so mean to her, and he's like trying to destroy her life basically, whereas I think he thought it was a little bit more fun and playful than she was taking it to be. So it's just kind of interesting to see their different interpretations of their own relationship too. And I think that after that happened, she kind of was like, dude, like I don't want you to be mean to me anymore, but I just want to be friends. This has freaked me out that you made out with me. So it's at this like, they're at this like weird impasse, and I just like can't wait to see where it goes. I really am loving it. It definitely is just, it's so much fun. It reminds me of reading fan fiction in like a really well written fan fiction way, because it's just so fun and easy to read, and I just love the combination of fluff, smut, and angst. It's very well balanced in this book, so I appreciate that. I'm having so much fun, and I can't wait to keep reading this. Okay, so I'm now halfway through The Hating Game, and I really am loving this one so far. I am really enjoying the enemies to lovers trope that's going on in this book between Lucy and Josh. It is so much fun, and there is so much sexual tension and so much angst. I really am enjoying it, especially because the angst isn't so drawn out that it gets annoying. Like it usually gets resolved in the next chapter or two, so that it's just the perfect amount of stress, and then you're like, okay, we're good, and then it can move on to the next conflict and it starts all over again, and it's just a lovely cycle. I'm having so much fun reading this. I was trying to think of like some negatives to say so that this wouldn't be such an obvious choice, but like you never know what could happen in the end. That happens to me honestly a lot in romance books, like especially with stuff like this. Like this reminds me of kind of a Christina Lauren-esque story. A lot of times the ending of Christina Lauren's stories I hate. I end up hating them because they are so angsty at the end that it makes me angry at one or the other of the characters. The misunderstanding is just so huge that when they get back together it doesn't feel so satisfying. It's kind of annoying, and there's not enough groveling. So if that happens at the end of this book, I might not like it as much as I think I'm going to, but so far I am really enjoying it. It definitely is stressing me out a little bit. Josh and Lucy are competing for this promotion at work. I'm really afraid that Josh is going to start thinking that Lucy is pretending to like him to like throw him off his game for this promotion. I'm like predicting that's going to be kind of the next conflict that's happening in this book, and I like hope it doesn't, because that sounds annoying, but hopefully it works out in the end. I kind of think also that Josh is trying to like like get a different job or like go back to medical school or go on like a different path because they're not allowed to date being at work. So I think he's gonna try and fix it that way and kind of like let Lucy have the promotion. But then Lucy might also be mad because she wants to win it fair and square. I don't really know where it's going to go, but I'm loving what's happened so far. There's this adorable scene where like Lucy gets sick while they're at this employee bonding activity, and Josh is like very protective of her and takes her home and like nurses her back to health and calls his estranged doctor brother to check on her. God, he's like the best. And it's so funny because like they've hated each other for so long and been playing all these tricks on each other and just made a game of hating each other, basically, as the title says, roll credits. But he doesn't realize like that Lucy actually thinks that he hates her. Like I think that he thought it was all fun and games, like almost flirting kind of thing, but it's really like taken a toll on Lucy and she's internalized it a lot more than he thought she did. So he's really trying to like backpedal and be like, no, like this is not what I was trying to do, like shoot, I like ruined it. But honestly, like the enemies to lovers trope is one of my favorites, so I really like the tension. Well, because whenever you have any kind of strong emotion towards somebody, it usually means that you care a lot about them in some capacity. So even if you hate somebody, it's because you care about them secretly. So that's why I like the enemies to lovers trope so much, because it just like, I love seeing the characters realize that about themselves, that the reason they hate these people so much is because there's so much like sexual tension and emotional connection. I don't know. I love this book. I think it is so fun so far. I'm really enjoying it. Josh is like the guy of my dreams. He is so great. And it's definitely enforcing the idea that I want the opposite of a nice guy. So probably not a good thing for my mental psyche, but you know, it's cool. What's new? Don't worry, I'm 22, I'm really old. So anyway, I'm really excited to continue this, and I am excited to see if I actually end up hating this one and liking Always Never Yours better. So now has come your time to choose your own adventure. On the next slide, there will be a link to 2 vlogs, one for the rest of Always Never Yours and the other for the rest of the hating game. And so on this next slide, you're gonna pick which one you think I'm gonna end up liking better in the end, and then from there, your adventure will continue. Definitely leave me a comment down below on each video telling me which one you choose first. So what's it gonna be? The underdog or the clear leader? Who knows? Anything could happen. Go ahead and pick.